Ladies and gentlemen of the Pacific Northwest, congratulations. The heat wave has peaked. And by that, I mean the worst of the temperatures are gone. But like up into Washington, you will still probably be dealing with like 110-degree temperatures later today. We've also got a pretty nasty storm that should be rolling through the upper northeast after 3 p.m. And I think you should keep an eye on this if you're on the northeast, because right after a heat pulse, usually we get a pretty nasty, severe storm. And so let us see if that theory holds correct. Plus, we most definitely could be getting our first landfalling hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. Around the 7th of July, it is an area that we will need to closely watch over the next 8 days. And you know I'm going to do that for you, because I am your Planetary Defense Commander, and this is my full-time job. And speaking of that, every single month I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. I've got about 3.5 days left with only $1,635 left to raise. So if you'd like to contribute to help me keep doing what I do, I got a feeling July is going to be super duper wild. And I will do my best to be a good risk communicator and your Planetary Defense Commander. And we are on full red alert lookout because Saturn, Uranus, and Mars are going to be having a big brawl over the next few days, specifically July 1st and the 3rd, but sometimes the energy can last afterwards. And we're coming off of the mid-June Saturn-Uranus square. So yeah, definitely, be ready for super crazy crap. Will this mean an earthquake, a volcano, more falling buildings, war breaking out, giant ransomware attacks? I don't know. Just be ready. Super duper wildfire danger will continue through the week. Calbritain, just bombs going off as this thing consumes tons of biomass. They look like volcano eruptions, but they say they're just wildfires. The Christian Watchman on YouTube has reported that the ground is cracking up in Mexico. I remember we saw that big sinkhole earlier, and there's been a lot of volcano activity coming out of Popocatépetl over the last year or two. But be like the Boy Scouts or the U.S. Army, and be prepared for just about anything, and assist the nation, your friends, your fellow community, when you can. And let's all work on our communication methods in disaster responses, shall we? We definitely have a feeling that this is going to be one of the worst wildfire seasons on record for many reasons. And so this is in Oregon, and this is in Canada. It is pretty amazing how they both kind of happen at the same time near volcano ranges. I'm not saying they're volcanoes. I'm saying that they just look exactly like volcanoes, and they're happening right by a volcano range, and all the gas giants are on the same side of the sun. So definitely be ready for some wild, wacky weirdness. We are in hurricane season. Jim Cantore. A look at 97L in the central Atlantic this morning. Visible satellite hints that 97L is starting to get that look. Some guidance ramping this up quickly. So be ready to deal with a possible tropical storm in the Lesser Antilles as early as Friday. And right now, the models are pretty much how much will the southern westerlies affect it. That is one thing that the Euro is saying will inhibit it. But if it doesn't, then this thing could definitely be a big problem that people might have to deal with in the near future. The very latest GFS model run suggests that, yes, it is definitely going to be a problem for the Caribbean islands and then later Florida. See, and remember, Cuba's got pretty high terrain, which will tear it up, but this still places it in Crystal River as a Category 2, 975 millibar low hurricane around the 8th or the 9th. And so we are going to have to hope and pray that the Prayer Warriors Atmospheric Defense Team and Astro Fight Club can knock it down to a tropical storm or less, but prepare for a worst-case scenario, which could be a hurricane, and possibly a major hurricane, especially if it slips under the islands and threads a needle. Could definitely cause a problem. But hopefully they can steer it out to sea or we can just get super duper lucky. Either way, I will track it for y'all every step of the way. You can see they're definitely getting heavy rain down in Mexico all the way through the country. We're looking at possible heavy rains definitely along the coast and up in the northeast. And like I said, watch out for tonight's storm, because after a big heat pulse, we usually get a pretty nasty storm. And wow, South America seems pretty cloudy. Here, we're looking at mixed precipitation over the next 48 hours, and you can see a large portion of the south, and that would include New Mexico and Arizona, will be getting a lot of rain. And then you're going to get some redness up here, which signifies where they could be getting tornadoes, straight line winds, or nasty hail later today. Here's a look at the ensemble tracks. The mean average takes it right over Florida as about a tropical storm, but then as it gets stronger over land as it exits the Carolinas, which is weird. But either way, this is definitely one we will be watching the whole time, and it presents a danger to these islands. Models are guessing it could be anywhere from a tropical storm to a Category 2 hurricane. A lot can and will change with Invest 97L over the next week. One thing you can expect is a whole lot of Elsa memes. Yep, and in the storm Elsa. But, for now, just get ready. And somehow, if it threads the needle, I believe it could be a major hurricane. Happy monsoon season, y'all. Enhanced shower and thunderstorm activity across Southwest is expected this week as moisture is drawn into the region. Ready for wetness? Canada's all-time record was broken 3 times over the last 3 days, and pavement in Seattle was buckling under all the heat as we had records being broken in California, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. Oddly enough, the people selling the Grand Solar Minimum and Mini Ice Age didn't really cover the heat wave for some reason. Yeah, dude, things are weird and they're wild. And like I said, we're going to be definitely on high alert for the next week. Cal Britain, again, Sparks Lake wildfire northwest of Kamloops was raging into the night as hot temperatures continued. This is in Canada. Zion National Park flash flood update due to flash flood SR9 is currently closed. Please avoid area because that really tore up the roads. Major flooding happening in Germany as Europe has been seeing their fair share of flooding as we have seen Jupiter move into Pisces with Neptune. Jupiter will retrograde back into Aquarius at the end of July, so we may get a break from the flooding then, but we'll take it day by day, won't we? And the sun is waking up and active. We've had multiple coronal mass ejections and solar flares over the last few days, and at this exact moment, we have 3 sunspots on the sun. And remember, solar activity, meaning sunspot progression and solar flux, has exceeded even NASA and NOAA's projections for the last 10 months. And it looks like it is going to exceed in June as well, and we are still about 4 years away from solar maximum. So anyone who said the sun was just going to sleep really got it wrong, so you better move those goalposts, buddy. All right, great. Sweet. Here we go. This is your morning update. I'm your Planetary Defense Commander, and I will be here doing what I do, and I rely on your contributions and donations, so I don't have to try and sell you guys bullshit. That's how it works. But I appreciate y'all greatly, and I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you very much to Asteroid Fight Club. I've only got $1,635 left to raise with 3.5 days to go. I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron, and a whole lot of love and appreciation for all y'all. Thank you very, very much to all of Asteroid Fight Club, Gregory, Robert, Carolyn, Loretta, Arnica, and everybody out there who is staying cool in these crazy, crazy days. Yeah, I'll keep checking this thing like a hawk. And I'll try to get my sense of humor back. I'm finally feeling better. The antibiotics were messing me up. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. God bless everyone.